Hello everyone, it's Stefani and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. For those of you who are returning subscribers, welcome back. How are you? Truly, how are you? I'm sorry if I look extremely uncomfortable. It is boiling hot here today, and because we have load shedding, I can't turn on anything. But you know what? We're just gonna do a video because what else are you gonna do if you got no power? Why was that so Scottish? No power. Irish? I don't know, I just offended so many people. I do apologize. I love movies and I love TV shows and I love things that you can do that don't require you to leave your house. The less something requires me to do anything, the more I like it. Today I thought I would sort of build on that and give you 5 TV shows that you need to watch. Now, first of all, before you come for me, these 5 TV shows are 5 of my favorites. There are so many great shows that I've watched and I would really like to make like a part 2 of this because I have so many options. So if you guys do like this video, don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, and also tell me if you guys want a part 2. So without any further ado, we are starting off at number 5, which is Summer Heights High. I love this show. I actually just got into it like really recently. It's basically from the incredible mind of Chris Lilly, who is one of my new favorite actors of all time. He plays all these different characters that are part of this school. It's one of those shows that you can't really decide on which character you like best because they are all so amazing. And they're all so quote-worthy. I've been talking in Chris Lilly quotes for days now. I find it quiche. I think what I like most about this show is that it's really daring. Chris Lilly, he's been under a lot of fire for the kind of controversial things that he makes. And you know, not a lot of people are going to agree on whether they like this because he does portray a lot of controversial characters. But I also kind of think that that's the point of the media and making shows, is to actually create conversation. I loved this show. It's so funny. I got abs from laughing at this show. Number 2 on our list is a show that I grew up with and I was never really allowed to watch it, but I did and I got nightmares, is Monk. Monk, if you don't know, is the show about a detective who has he suffers from some mental disorders and things from post-traumatic stress from something that happened. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. You can go watch it yourself. It's really, really funny and really well done. It's not insensitive to the character. It adds humor, but not because of the way that he is and the things that he does. It's a light-hearted show, but it also kind of focuses on, you know, the issues that he goes through, how he's able to solve crimes. He's a detective. Did I say that? I think I like this show so much is because it's a bit of everything. It's got humor and it's got suspense, it's got action. It brings a lot of things together. It makes it a good show and I really, really like it. At number 3 we have Skins. Skins, I think they created a American version of it, which watch the British version, that's the original, I think. The show follows the life of these teenagers, and I really like this because it gave you a realistic idea of the whole thing. It's not they created these characters which are so predictable. They actually created people who are real people. They have a lot of shows about teenagers and about how life goes, but this is a lot more realistic, and these are kind of the teenagers that your parents don't want you to hang out with. The stories that revolve around them and all the drama, and it always ends on a cliffhanger, which I love, you know, which means that you have to watch the entire series in a weekend. You can't do otherwise. And it's also one of those shows that I watched it and I watched it again and I watched it again and I will watch it again because it's just every time you notice some more things about it. It's also a story that keeps on, you know, unraveling. It doesn't just give you an episode of ooh, they had lunch at the cafeteria. It's an actual storyline that is set around all these characters and they all kind of fit together in a way. I really like this show. I found it insane. At number 2 we have Grey's Anatomy. Of course I need to bring this up. Basically my entire year 12 of high school I was obsessed with Grey's Anatomy. I feel like if you haven't seen it, Really do, just for like the sake of it. It's something that everyone could enjoy. If you don't know Grey's Anatomy, I don't know where you've been, honestly. It's basically been everywhere since its release, I think, in 2005. This is one of the first shows that I actually like binge watched and couldn't stop until I finished it. It's still going, which, you know, should tell you something. It doesn't get boring, it stays relevant as well. If you don't know what it's about, it revolves around this one intern, Meredith Grey, who wants to become a surgeon. I don't know how to say anything more without giving too much away about the show, but that's basically the premise of everything, and you will not understand it until you've watched it. It's just one of those shows that you have to see it before you die. You know, you have to. Also, everyone out there will fall in love with one of the characters, so if you want your heart shattered by a fictional character, watch this. Finally, at number 1, we have Frasier. I know this is going to be controversial, and don't come for me, but if you ask me to choose between Friends or Frasier, I will not necessarily choose Friends. I just think Frasier is one of those shows it makes you think about the joke. You know, you'll hear the joke and it'll go on, and then you'll laugh like 10 seconds later because then you've actually caught it. It makes you work for that joke. It's not easy comedy. It's not a lot of physical comedy. It basically just focuses on the jokes that they tell, and it's really clever. Like, that's what I like so much about it. All the characters are written around like the clever comebacks that they have, and they're all so witty. It basically focuses on this psychiatrist named Frasier and how he's trying to find love. His father ends up living with him, and like he has his whole family around. You know, sounds normal, but it's so much better than any other sitcom that I've ever seen. It's my favorite by far. I grew up with this like for a long time, and I just wanted to be like them. I was like, this is the family that I want to be a part of. My family sucks. I'm not saying that I hate Friends. I'm not saying that. Also, like, if you disagree. Get in the comments. Honestly, I would love to hear your opinion. But I think Frasier is just, it's a different level of comedy, and I've never seen anything like it since. It was kind of overshadowed by Friends because it was made at the same time, you know. I think it was made in the same studio, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very wrong. And because it came out at the same time, it didn't get as much praise, I think, as it should have gotten. I love this show. So those were the 5 shows that you need to watch, that you need to add to your watch list. And again, these are my favorites. Watch all these shows and get back to me. Like, I would love to hear from you guys. Please let me know what your favorite TV shows are. Also, let me know if you want to see a part 2, because there are so many great shows out there, and I feel like one video, like, just highlighting 5 isn't really going to do it justice. Get in touch with me down below in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!